In the last episode, we placed the concrete in the footing, and that all worked out really well. This week, we're building the foundation wall. But let me just back up and show you how we got there. To build the foundation wall, you need forms. Now, the most economical approach for me was to make my own forms out of a sheet of 1/2-inch oriented strand board. I've cut it into 16-inch widths, and you get 3 of those from every sheet. Maritime Electric still hasn't hooked up my temporary electric power, so I'm still using hand tools, which is a refreshing change from the loud and oftentimes very heavy power tools that we typically use for this kind of work. So for the last couple of days, I've been working on phase 2 of the foundation project. Now the foundation project is really 3 phases. Phase 1 is the footing, and we completed that already. Phase 2 is the foundation wall, and that's a 16-inch high wall. It's 5.5 inches wide, and it has a single run of rebar going around on the inside. It also contains a knockout, or a dam, if you will, for the garage door to fit in. This building is going to be a multi-purpose building. It'll be my accommodation for the next year while I progress and build a proper house on the homestead. It'll also be a storage building, and eventually it'll be my workshop. So let's crack on with the remaining bit of work, which is bracing the walls at this point and making sure that they're in straight lines and they're plumb. Now is the perfect time to install a run of 1/2-inch rebar all the way around the formwork. This rebar you'll be attaching to the vertical dowels that we previously had set in the footing formwork. The summer has been unbelievably dry and drought-like, making the ground extremely hard, so driving stakes into the ground can be a bit of a challenge. Although you can't see it from this angle, I have a string line running along the inside of the form, and that tells me when the form is straight. So what you're seeing me do is push the form in or out and then secure the brace to it, locking it in place in a straight line. Well, it's been a fairly busy day. I've managed to complete the formwork, and by that I mean the formwork is now level and it's plumb. We are ready in all respects for the concrete delivery, which is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And right now the sun is just setting. It's been a beautiful day, and tomorrow we're expecting more of the same. Concrete is a great building material, and it's very versatile and can be formed into just about any shape you can dream up and form. But it's also one of the more expensive of the building materials. And not just that, the creation of Portland cement, which is a key ingredient in concrete, is very energy dense, thus giving a big carbon footprint. So, use the smallest amount to achieve your goals. And what are your goals? Strength and longevity. Now, the completed formwork, both before and after the placement of concrete. The concrete is cured for about 4 days, so now it's time to strip the forms. So join me in the next episode when I backfill the foundation and then I place the concrete for the slab. That will end the concrete work for this project. Now, the best way to help me out is by sharing this video on your social media. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe.